On May 20th, Meta laid off 8,000 people. That's 10% of the entire company gone in a single day. Meta asked all US-based employees to work from home that morning, and by the end of the day, 8,000 people's careers at Meta were over. I wasn't one of them. I still have my job, and I want to be completely honest with you about how I actually feel about that, because it's not what you'd expect. I'm Chase, a software engineer at Meta, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why I genuinely think the people who got laid off from Meta right now might actually be in a better position than the ones who didn't, including me. And I'm going to explain exactly why, because most people have the wrong mental model about what a layoff actually means. If you've ever wondered whether a layoff is really as bad as everyone makes it out to be, especially at a company like Meta, stay until the end. Well, Meta began notifying roughly 8,000 employees that they were going to be laid off, and this was the first wave of a major restructuring framed as necessary to fund its push into AI. The cuts amount to about 10% of the company's workforce of just under 80,000 employees, and additional cuts are already planned for the second half of this year. And separate from these cuts, about 7,000 workers are going to be redirected into newly created AI-focused teams, so Applied AI Engineering, Agent Transformation Accelerator, and Central Analytics. Now, Zuck told employees in a memo that the layoffs are necessary because success isn't a given in the AI era. And actually, Meta's overall rating by employees did sink 25% from a peak in mid-2024, with a 39% drop in its culture rating. This isn't a one-time event. Meta has now cut roughly 25,000 employees since 2022, and more rounds are expected in August and again in the fall. This is really a structural shift. It's not just a blip. Now here's where most people's mental model breaks down. When most people hear layoff, they picture losing everything overnight. No income, no healthcare, or scrambling to pay rent. But that's not at all what a Meta layoff looks like. Meta's severance package is genuinely generous. It's multiple weeks of pay per year of service, plus extended healthcare coverage for over a year after your last day. You don't get that if you quit. You don't get that if you resign. And you only actually get this if the company lets you go. So think about what that actually means. You get a runway of paid time, weeks, or potentially months depending on your tenure to figure out what your next move is going to be without financial pressure. You also get to keep your health coverage for free while you do this, and you get to leave on paper as someone who was laid off, not someone who quit, which carries basically zero stigma in tech right now given the job market. So the people who quit voluntarily really get none of this. They don't get a severance, they don't get extended healthcare, and they have no runway. They just put in a 2 weeks notice and that's pretty much it. So if you've been thinking about leaving your company anyway, and a lot of people have been given the culture ratings and the constant restructuring in big tech, getting laid off is genuinely the best possible exit scenario. I'm going to be honest about where my head is at. I've been at Meta for a few years and I've been saving and investing aggressively this entire time, keeping my lifestyle modest, not inflating my expenses to match my income. And I have over $1 million net worth in my 20s because of that. And I've been thinking a lot lately about what the next chapter is going to look like because working a corporate job until 65 has never been the plan for me. Here's the thing about getting laid off when you're in that position. You don't actually need the severance to survive, but it's a very clean, a very well compensated way to exit. You leave with a payout, extended healthcare, and complete financial stability. You have the actual time and the freedom to build what you actually want to build with that extended runway, whether that's a business, content, consulting, or something else entirely. So that decision almost gets made for you, which, if you've been on the fence about leaving anyway, is actually a relief. The people who got laid off on May 20th, who have been at Meta for a few years and have been financially disciplined, they're going to be just fine. Better than fine. They just got handed a paid off ramp out of a company that has been through constant restructuring and whose employee satisfaction has dropped 25%. Now, the one group this layoff actually does hurt is going to be the new grads. I want to be clear because I don't want to make this sound like layoffs are universally positive, because they're not. Everything I just said applies to people who have been at the company long enough to build a financial cushion. New grads who joined in the last year or two are in a completely different situation. They didn't get enough time to save, they may have student loans, they just moved to a new city, signed a lease, and started their life, and now they're being pushed out into one of the worst entry-level tech job markets in recent memory. That's genuinely brutal, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. What makes it harder for new grads specifically is that they're now competing against 8,000 laid-off Meta employees for the same roles, many of whom have 5, 10, or maybe 15 years of experience. The severance package does less work for you when you haven't been saving long enough to have a financial foundation underneath it. And entry-level hiring has been compressed for years, and this wave is only going to make it worse. So if you're a new grad who got caught in this layoff, you really need to update your resume immediately and activate your network before the market gets flooded. Your Meta experience, even if it's a short stint at the company, is still a strong credential, so you want to use that aggressively. And you also want to target mid-sized companies and even non-tech companies with engineering teams, because that's where the competition is lowest right now. And by the way, if you want the exact resume template I used to get hired at Meta, click the first link in the description and I'll send it to you for free. But for now, let's get back to the video. Now, the reason people panic when they hear the word layoff is really the wrong mental model. Their entire ability to pay rent, cover healthcare, or fund their lifestyle, all of it depends on the next paycheck. In that situation, a layoff is going to be genuinely catastrophic, and that fear is completely normal. But that's a problem with the financial foundation, not the layoff itself. The right way to think about it is, a job is really just a tool for building financial independence. It's not the destination. And the goal of a high salary is to buy your freedom, not to fund a lifestyle that requires you to keep earning it forever. So if you've been using your salary correctly, by saving aggressively, investing consistently, and keeping your expenses below your income, a layoff becomes a transition, not really a crisis. The people who are truly devastated by layoffs are the ones who never separated their identity and their financial security from their employer. That's the thing to fix, not really the fear of being laid off. Now, this isn't just about the 8,000 people who got cut. More rounds are already expected to happen in August and again in the fall. And Zuck has said that AI is the most consequential technology of our lifetimes, and the company is restructuring everything around that bet. 7,000 employees are being moved into AI-focused roles, which tells you where the company thinks the value is. So what this means for people who are still at Meta is that the job is not more stable now than it was before May 20th. If anything, the confirmation that more rounds are coming makes it less stable. And the engineers who survive long term are going to be the ones who are building directly on AI or deeply embedded in the infrastructure supporting it. And generalist roles that don't touch AI are probably going to be the most exposed going forward. And what this means for people who want to get into Meta is that the company is hiring, but it's selectively and specifically into AI-focused teams. And getting in right now requires positioning yourself around AI skills and not just general software engineering fundamentals. What I actually believe is that the layoffs at Meta and Amazon and every other major tech company doing the same thing right now are not going to stop. AI is genuinely changing how much human headcount companies need, and that trend is accelerating. It's not slowing down. And the engineers who thrive in this environment are going to be the ones who have built their financial resilience alongside their tech careers. So I think that the people who will look back on these layoffs without regret are going to be the ones who got laid off with a financial cushion and used it as a launchpad. The ones who survived and used the moment as motivation to accelerate their savings and reduce their own dependence on any single employer. On the other hand, I think that people who will look back at these layoffs with regret are going to be the ones who got laid off with no financial cushion and had to take the first job available from a position of desperation rather than one of strength. And the ones who survived felt relief and went back to spending everything that they earned. You don't want to be either of those. You want to build the foundation while you still have the income to do it. So that's my honest take on surviving the Meta layoffs and why I genuinely think some of the people who got cut are going to come out of this better than the ones who didn't. The difference isn't the layoff, it's the financial position you're in when it happens. If you want to take the next step towards building that foundation yourself, click the first link in the description and grab the exact resume template I used to get hired at Meta. It's completely free. And if you're not ready for that yet, I highly recommend watching the video on screen next, where I break down how I built a 7-figure net worth on a tech salary, because that financial foundation is the only thing that turns a layoff from a catastrophe into an opportunity. Thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.